This is RSKsys Intl, for Risk. Today is Friday, August 14th, 2009, and we're going to have a brief video lesson on reading the tick, $TICK, the up-down of the New York Stock Exchange, the cumulative up-down. We have on the chart a 50 tick bar of the tick, and we have superimposed our group reversal system on these bars so that we can tell what the strength is of the movement based upon 6 other tick bar increments which are tracking the MACD. So using our color system, where green has a relative strength of 1, dark brown or gold as we call it has a relative strength of 6, yellow is a -1, gray a -6. We're now able to read what the MACD is doing on each of these individual bars. So, for example, if we were to look at this series of bars right here, magenta is the equivalent of -2, red -4, gray -6, yellow -1, and then gold here +6. When we see the tick move down into something of a pivot followed by a gold bar, it frequently indicates a change in direction of the tick. Similarly, when we see a move up on the tick that is ultimately followed by a red, dark red, or gray bar at the top, it's a pretty good indication that the tick is now coming down. So the impact that we should be able to see on the Spoos, on the ES contract, the S&P 500 futures, is a commensurate change in direction, at least temporarily, on the ES. So hypothetically, we might be going long here and short right up here. And then as it comes back down again, we would look to go long right in here or in here, because we're seeing a pivot followed by a gold colored bar. So this enables us then to be able to read the tick very effectively by just using the color system. So let's take a look at this particular day where we see pretty much from the onset of the day the tick itself is moving down, and we get a few instances where we have gold bars at the bottom of the move. Then our darker bars, dark red over here moving down again, red moving down, we have some red again over here moving down, and so on. So here's where we're able to identify where in particular we can expect some sort of response on the Spoos, just by following the strength of the bars at the top. Anything that's the equivalent of -4 to -6 at the top of a move, and a +6 at the bottom. So if we were to take an ES chart and put it aside the tick, we could tell where these changes were taking place. Now ordinarily, what we would do is, just as stated, we'd create an ES chart and then we would place the ES chart aside of the tick chart and we would read it. So let's go ahead and do that just for a moment. Okay, what we have now on the screen, we have the 50 tick bar here and we have a 25 tick bar ES chart here. So notice what happens here. Here we're at a magenta colored bar at the top of this move. We come down to this point, oops, okay, and we're gold. Alright, at this point here, we're magenta again, we're coming down. Then right in here, we're gold. Up again to here, magenta, down into here, we're gold. You see how this is working? Then this continues to ride up until right in here. And now we get dark magenta and comes down into this point here. Let's back that up just a little bit, where we're gold, which is a little bit late. This is late, and we get back into dark red or red, and this move down continues for quite some time and starts to go gold right in here. Okay, so you see how this correlates. So the tick, by applying the group reversal system to it, now we can read it and we can make use of it as it relates to the ES. It can be a very effective way to pull short-term trades, high probability trades, by just following our group reversal system on the tick. Now, what we're showing you on the screen, however, would require you to follow two different charts. You'd have to follow the tick and the ES and sort of line things up visually to know when to pull trades. But watch what we're about to do. The group reversal system is based upon an indicator. Now the indicator we just showed you a moment ago is portable. We can take this indicator that's plotting the MACD calculations of the tick on the tick, or we could actually place it on the ES directly. We're going to take this indicator, we're going to place the indicator on the ES chart and plot the MACD calculations of the tick right on the ES itself.